As the Copa America approaches, all eyes will once again be on the world's biggest national football team. With the third highest number of victories in the tournament's history, Brazil is undeniably one of the favorites to clinch the title in 2024. But how is the Brazilian squad gearing up for the competition? What key aspects do we need to examine? In today's video, we highlight 10 crucial factors to watch closely. Each factor will pose a question that needs to be answered to gauge the true potential of the Brazilian team in the tournament. Brazilian talent, the best of the best football in the world. Hello, Brazilian football fans. National team competitions are back, and in this context, we will cover everything you need to know about the world's top national team. In today's video, we present 10 questions that will be answered throughout this competition. These are critical points not only for the Copa America, but also for the future of the team, especially looking ahead to the 2026 World Cup. Join us as we delve into these questions. Is Dorival Jr. capable of leading the world's greatest national football team? The first point of analysis is the new head coach of the Brazilian national team. Dorival Jr. took the helm at the start of 2024 and faces the greatest challenge of his career to date in this competition, marking his first foray into non-friendly matches. Dorival's squad selection has not sparked much controversy or criticism. However, some omissions, such as Casemiro and Thiago Silva, could prove problematic depending on the team's performance. Dorival holds one of the most high-pressure roles in global football, and we must closely monitor his performance and results. The CBF has made no secret of its desire for Carlo Ancelotti, and under adverse circumstances, the pressure for a coaching change could arise even before the World Cup. Will Alisson remain the team's starting goalkeeper? Touching on the topic of the coach, we begin with two questions about the most contested positions. The first battle is over who will be the starting goalkeeper for the national team, or rather, who will finish as the goalkeeper. Alisson is a globally acclaimed goalkeeper. He has 2 World Cups to his name and is a crucial player for one of the world's best clubs, Liverpool. He seems to be a guaranteed pick in any Brazilian lineup worldwide, especially with Ederson out of the squad. The only place where Alisson faces criticism is in Brazil. Criticized for not being a miracle-working goalkeeper and held to extraordinarily high standards, he has been under scrutiny for several years. Alisson has had some questionable moments, and it wouldn't be surprising to see a change in the Brazilian national team's goalkeeping position. Is there competition for the left-back position? Our 8th topic to watch is another fierce competition, Guilherme Arana versus Wendell. The left-back role in the national team has lacked a definitive owner for several years. In this tournament, we have 2 fullbacks under scrutiny, dividing public opinion. Wendell appears to be the front-runner and is a more balanced fullback than Arana, but he doesn't inspire confidence even among his supporters at FC Porto. Conversely, Arana is a fan favorite at Atlético Mineiro, an exceptionally offensive fullback who could form an excellent partnership with Vinicius Jr. on the left flank. We'll see how Dorival decides to set up his team, whether he opts for an offensive approach or a balanced one. Which of the 3 questions so far do you find the hardest to answer? Stay with us, as our penultimate question is quite controversial and will surprise you. Enjoying the video? Leave a like. Now back to the questions. Why Evanilson? The main question of this call-up is tested in our 7th question. Is Evanilson the best option for the centre-forward position? With Endrick's meteoric rise, it seems we have a long-term fixture for the national team jersey. Therefore, we will likely have only one option for the striker role. Is Evanilson the best choice? The competition is incredibly tight. Richarlison and Matthias Cunha are the main contenders, but their recent performances for the national team have been unconvincing. Rodrigo Muniz, Pedro and Vitor Roque are also in contention, but issues like lack of consistency, level of competition, and lack of playing time, respectively, are concerns. Although not the most high-profile, the explosive forward has a chance to make his mark and secure his place. Let's see what he can do. Will Andreas Pereira secure a spot in the starting 11? The fifth question on our list concerns Andreas Pereira. Can he become a starter? The midfielder is coming off an exceptional season with Fulham and has been capitalizing on his opportunities with the national team. Moreover, his creative prowess is an asset that Dorival could utilize effectively. While Andreas Pereira is expected to start on the bench, it wouldn't be surprising if Paquetas or Rafinha were to lose their starting spots to him. We'll observe how Andreas and the national team perform during the tournament. In a competition where teams tend to play very defensively against Brazil, Andreas's creative ability could be a decisive factor. Who will form the midfield for the Brazilian national team? Entering the final part of our list of questions, we ask, who will be the key players in the midfield? On one hand, the midfield trio seems well set with Bruno Guimaraes, João Gomes and Lucas Paquetá. On the other hand, those who have had standout seasons include Ederson, Andreas Pereira, and particularly Douglas Luiz. Currently, any formation with the players Dorival has at his disposal is plausible. We'll see how this formation evolves during the competition, with the coach potentially experimenting with different combinations throughout the games. The player demanding the most attention is Douglas Luiz. The midfielder is coming off a season with 10 goals and 10 assists, significantly outperforming his competitors. With his explosiveness and talent, it seems only a matter of time before he secures a starting spot. Don't go anywhere, because soon you'll learn about the biggest dilemma facing the Brazilian national team today. It's coming up next in our penultimate question. Stay with us. Is this Lucas Paquetá's last dance? In an environment filled with uncertainties, this competition might hold extra significance for some players, especially one, Lucas Paquetá. The West Ham midfielder is navigating a turbulent period. He is currently under investigation by the English Football Association for alleged match fixing. Some forecasts suggest that if found guilty, Paquetá could face a ban from football. This would mean this could be his last official competition wearing the national team jersey. In such a volatile and uncertain situation, it's difficult to gauge the player's mindset and how this might impact his performance. This is certainly an issue to watch closely. The fact remains, Paquetá is a crucial element for the team structure that Dorival Jr. envisions. Is Endrick really a phenomenon? Opening our top questions, we tackle perhaps the most intriguing issue in recent Brazilian football. Just how good can Endrick be? Endrick has yet to debut for Real Madrid, but he's already drawing global attention. His exceptional talent and ability to decide games are elevating him to the status of a world star without even setting foot in Santiago Bernabéu. The forward, who has scored in his last 3 matches for Brazil, stands out as one of the main stars of the competition, and we don't even know if he will start. The truth is, no one knows the ceiling for an 18-year-old playing his first official international competition, but deep down, everyone expects Endrick to be the next big sensation in football, and they are eager to see it happen on the field. Now it's time of the most curious and problematic point on our video. Is Neymar still a key player for the national team? Absence be felt once again? Neymar is unquestionably one of the greatest talents to emerge in world football this century. He is undoubtedly the best Brazilian player. Although he is past his prime years, his absence is still palpably felt in the Brazilian national team. The responsibility of being the star, the game changer, and the face of the team is a tough mantle to assume. And in Neymar's absence, no one has fully stepped into that role. Perhaps the main contenders are Endrick himself, the versatile Rodrigo, and the future best player in the world, Vinicius Jr. We will have to wait and see if someone will rise to the occasion or if Neymar's absence will be keenly felt once again. Will Vinicius Jr. establish himself as the best player in the world? Jr. secure the title of the best player in the world, emerging as the new face of the Brazilian national team. Vinicius is currently the leading contender for the title of the best player in the world, as highlighted in our last video. International competitions can be decisive for individual accolades. If Vinicius wants to avoid being subject to the questionable decisions of football authorities, he needs to outperform his club achievements with the national team and become the protagonist everyone expects him to be. Vini has the skills, talent, and is in an extraordinary form, capable of being the star and leading Brazil to their 10th Copa America title. Therefore, it becomes inevitable to choose another winner other than a Brazilian star. The top spot will once again belong to a Brazilian. With these 10 questions, we can conclude that the Brazilian national team alone will bring exciting elements to the competition. The Copa America kicks off on June 20th and will be an excellent opportunity to follow the stars of Brazilian football. And for you, what is the biggest question to be answered? Do you agree that the team has yet to find its protagonist beyond Neymar? Did you enjoy the video? Leave your like, comment, and share it with your friends. Stay informed about all things Brazilian football, Brazilian talent, best of the best football in the world.